Hello everybody. Today is Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. This is episode 55 of the Hayden Podcast. I am your host, Hayden Remillard. Welcome back to another show. On this week's episode, I'm going to play for you guys another project that I made in my college course. It's an audio drama. I do a bit of voice acting, so something a little different here on the podcast. Here it is. Hope you guys enjoy.
I've been on homicide for nearly 30 years. I've worked countless cases and I've put away many criminals. Today I was heading towards a suspected murder. This would probably be the last case of my career. I've had thoughts of retiring for a while and I think I'll finally do it at the end of the month. I want to head down to Florida, enjoy the sun, be with my wife, all that good stuff.
You've arrived. Your destination is on the right.
Mr. Jones, good to see you. Victim was a 27-year-old Caucasian male, about 5'7". I'll walk inside the house with you.
We walked through the door and I couldn't believe what I saw. There was blood covering the white carpet and splattered across the light gray wall. The body was laying in the middle of the living room, pale and cold. The victim's throat had been slit and there were multiple stab wounds in the abdomen. It was vicious. What was that?
Oh, don't worry, the cat just knocked this box over. Are you okay, sir? You look a little pale.
What's that on the wall over the fireplace?
It looks like blood, sir.
Yes. And it says, put Jones on the case. I was very nervous. Never before in my career had there been a message left for me, let alone the message being left in the victim's blood. Why was the killer asking for me to be put on the case? Did I know him? Was it someone I had gone after before? On the computer, I looked through the photos of the crime scene to see where I should go next. Then I saw it. Laying on the floor next to the door was a small receipt. On the top it said pizza place, and the time on the receipt was around half an hour before the suspect was assumed dead. I needed to drive down to the restaurant to see if I could get security camera footage. Oh, sorry, sir. We're actually closed. I just need to speak with the owner for 1 minute. I'm with the LAPD. I am the owner. What seems to be the problem? I'm doing an investigation and there was a receipt from this store at the scene. I was wondering if you saw this man in here on Friday around 7 p.m.?
I think I do remember seeing him around here then. He was with another guy, kind of skinny and with long black hair. If I recall, they left one of my waitresses a pretty good tip.
Would you happen to have the camera footage from that night still on the system? It'd be a great help to us if we could have that. I believe we should. Come to the office with me and we'll have a look. Wait, that shouldn't be like that. Like what? That door. It shouldn't be open. We always have it locked. The tapes. They're not in here, they're gone.
You stay here. I'll go see what that was. I walked out the door and it was dark. I turned to the left and I saw something on the ground by my car. I got closer and I couldn't believe it. Scratched on the side of the car was another message. It read, 143 Pinewood Drive, 1 a.m.
Back at the station, I was debating whether or not to go to the address that was scratched in the side of my car. Should I go alone? Should I tell my boss about the message? Hello?
Hi, honey. I was just wondering if you're going to be home for dinner tonight.
I don't think so. I'm sorry.
That's okay. While I have you, I just thought I'd let you know that I found the cutest house in Florida. I can't wait.
It'll be great, love. Just you and me, no more distractions. But listen, I gotta go. I'll text you when I'm on my way home.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too. I'd made up my mind. I was going to go alone. I wasn't going to tell anyone. This was my last case. I wanted to catch this guy. I needed to know why he wanted me put on the case. But for now, all I had to do was sit and wait.
You've arrived at your destination, 143 Pinewood Drive.
I pulled up to the address around 1:45. It was a large metal warehouse. I'd never been out this way before, but the building appeared to have not been used in years. I needed to make sure I had my gun loaded. This guy could be dangerous, and I wasn't sure what to expect. I opened the glove box and pulled out a picture of my wife. She looked so beautiful with her long blonde hair, perfect smile. I couldn't wait to spend every minute of every day in Florida with her. I put the photo away and I readied myself to go in the old metal warehouse. I walked towards a small metal door on the east side of the building. I had my hand on my gun just in case there was someone on the other side of the door. The warehouse was a mess. There were boxes and pieces of metal all over the floor. On the far end of the building, I could see a set of stairs leading to the upper level. It was nearly pitch black.
Detective Jones, I'm so glad to see you finally made it.
No games. Why are you doing this? Come out here and face me like a man.
That's the fun part, you see, you gotta find me.
I looked around, not sure what to do. First to my left, then to my right. I couldn't see anyone. Then I saw something in the middle of the floor. It appeared to be a small door. I started to walk towards the middle of the floor. My hand was on my gun and I looked around from left to right, seeing if there was anyone around. Finally, I took a knee beside the door and aimed my gun. Last chance! Come out now or I'll shoot! I put my hand on the handle and began to... I got knocked on the ground. There was smoke all around. Then I heard footsteps coming towards me. When I looked up, I could see the silhouette of someone standing over me.
Did you like my surprise, Mr. Jones? It's so great to see you.
Who? Who are you?
See, you don't get to know that.
Can you at least tell me why you're doing this?
Sure, I'll tell you that, even though I would have thought you'd already know.
I still couldn't make out his face, and there was smoke from the explosive all over.
Detective Jones, you remember June 5th, 2013, right? You remember Robert?
I wish I could forget that date. I was going to attempt to arrest a suspect in a case I was working at the time. Things got out of control, and suddenly, I was in a shootout with the suspect. I ended up shooting him in the chest, killing him.
Come on, you remember, right?
Yes, I remember. Ugh. He punched me right in the face and then grabbed my hair.
Well, Robert was my brother, and you killed him. You took him away from me and my family. And did you face any consequences? No, of course not. You work for the police. Nothing would ever happen to little precious Detective Jones.
He shoved me to the ground again.
I've thought about this for a long time, so I figured, the best way to get your attention was to kill a guy and leave a message for you at the crime scene. Then I know you'd be stupid enough to come out here all alone, I'd blow you up, and I'd finally be able to get justice for my brother.
I tried to reach for my gun, but it wasn't there.
I'm sorry to say, Detective, but I have to kill you.
I could see him now. Long, black hair, skinny, cold eyes. He looked like death himself.
I'm really going to enjoy this.
I closed my eyes and I thought of my wife. I pictured us in Florida, the sun shining on her, perfect skin, blonde hair blowing in the slight breeze. I hope one day she gets to enjoy that. It was everything she ever wanted. She deserved it. I opened my eyes one last time to look at the man that was about to take my life. I looked him in the eye, and then
There you have it, my audio drama project that I did through the college course. Let me know what you guys think by messaging us on Instagram at Hayden Podcast or on Twitter at Hayden Podcast. Love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Thank you guys again, as always, for listening. If you like the show, be sure to head over to anchor.fm/HaydenR. That's anchor.fm/HaydenR. And there you can find the links to all of your favorite podcasting apps. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever else you listen to podcasts. You'll also find the links to all the social media there, the YouTube, the Instagram, the Twitter. Thank you again for listening this week. We'll be back next week with another new episode. See you then.